Lightworker of Gaia, the Lyran elders have been watching you, and what they have witnessed in this single month has moved even the most ancient among them to speak. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. You did not stumble upon this transmission. Your soul's ancient contract brought it directly into your hands, and the Council of Vega placed it in your path because something extraordinary has just unfolded in your mission that must be acknowledged, confirmed, and fully understood. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your original soul blueprint in every one of those 7 tests you endured, and why passing all of them within a single month is not coincidence, but the activation of your ancestral mission at its highest level. But here is the first revelation. The 7 tests were never designed to break you. They were Lyran Elder initiations, encoded into your path before you ever arrived on Gaia. Ancient sequences written into your cosmic lineage to identify the star seed ready to carry the first light forward. This is not contempt. This is an ancestral code transmission, and something deep within you already recognizes its origin. The Keepers of Vega have seen many Lightworkers endure 1 test, 2 tests, even 3 in a single cycle, but all 7 in the same month. That is the mark of a soul whose sacred mission can no longer be delayed. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. And share your soul's mission below. Respond to another Lightworker and strengthen the grid of service that Vega has always known you were born to hold. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The High Council did not convene to celebrate you. They convened because of what your passing means for Gaia, for the collective, and for the phase of service that is now unavoidably, irrevocably yours to fulfill. What you have just been told in this opening was not flattery. It was a briefing. And what follows now is the directive that comes after recognition, the part most Lightworkers never reach because they stop at the compliment instead of receiving the commission. Imagine the universe as a grand stage, and for so long you have been in rehearsal, meticulously preparing for your role. The High Council's convening signifies not the end of the play, but the moment the curtain rises, the spotlight finds you, and your true performance begins. This is not about applause, it is about purpose. There is a reason the 7 tests were issued in sequence, and a reason so few passed them all within a single lunar cycle. Each test was designed to break a specific layer of your conditioned self, not to harm you, but to reveal what remained when the harm was removed. Consider these tests as ancient alchemical fires, forging and refining the spirit. The first test stripped your need for external confirmation, dismantling the reliance on the fleeting validation of others, much like a sculptor chips away excess stone to reveal the pure form within. The second dismantled your attachment to linear timing, teaching you the fluid, cyclical nature of spiritual progression, liberating you from the rigid tick-tock of the earthly clock. The third asked you to hold your frequency in an environment designed to lower it, a spiritual resilience training, like a deep-sea diver maintaining equilibrium in crushing depths. The fourth required you to choose your mission over your comfort, not once, but repeatedly in small and unwitnessed moments. These were the quiet acts of heroism, the unwavering commitment in the face of an aching desire for ease, like a soldier choosing duty over a warm hearth during a long winter campaign. The fifth tested whether you would speak truth when silence would have been safer, forging the courage of your convictions like a blacksmith tempering steel in the flames. The sixth challenged whether you could receive, truly receive, without immediately deflecting the gift back into service, teaching the sacred art of receptivity, of allowing blessings to land and integrate before offering them outward. And the seventh, the one that required everything, asked whether you could trust the Council's direction even when it contradicted everything your human logic had constructed. a profound surrender of the ego's limited perspective to the soul's infinite wisdom, like a sailor trusting the stars when the maps are lost. You passed them all in the same month, in the same cycle, while maintaining your life, your relationships, your pain, and your doubt. This is not merely an achievement, it is a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within you. The elders are not easily impressed. Their gaze sees beyond the surface into the very essence of your being. What you just heard in those opening words, that impression, understand how rare that is. Understand what it means not as praise but as pressure, as authorization, as the moment before deployment. It is the unmistakable signal that the gate has swung open, and the vast landscape of your divine purpose now lies before you, waiting to be explored and manifested. Lightworker, if something in you just recognized the weight of what was spoken, the elders have prepared your next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the 33 Council directives, the 5 activation codes, and the elder authorization your soul has been waiting to receive, not as information, but as the official commission for your mission on Gaia. You will find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. The Council has opened this gateway, but not indefinitely. Think of this codex as your sacred roadmap, imbued with the wisdom and authority of the highest celestial councils, a key to unlock the next profound phase of your soul's unfolding journey on this planet. Its availability is a grace, a timely offering for this crucial moment in Gaia's ascension. Now I must speak about the distortion, because even among those who pass all 7 tests, there is a pattern that emerges in the aftermath, a subtle, sophisticated distortion that is more dangerous than obvious failure, because it wears the clothing of spiritual maturity. It is this: the belief that because you passed, because you were tested and proven and recognized, you now deserve a period of rest before the mission begins in earnest, that you have earned the right to receive more before you give, that the completion of preparation grants you a pause. This is not the gentle dew of integration, it is the subtle frost that can stifle growth, masquerading as earned reward. It is the whispered siren song of the ego, promising a well-deserved respite that in its spiritual context can become a gilded cage. This is not wisdom. This is the final distortion, and the Council cannot allow it to go unaddressed. It is the master illusion, the final veil that can obscure the brilliant light of your activated purpose. This distortion is not born of malice, but of deeply ingrained human patterns that, when misapplied to the divine mission, create a detrimental delay. Understand where this comes from. Human experience teaches you that completion earns rest. You work, you finish, you recover. This is how the body operates. This is how the 3D cycle maintains itself. We are accustomed to the rhythm of effort, followed by reward, of exertion, followed by recuperation. It is the fundamental operating system of our current earthly experience. And when this template is applied to mission activation, it creates what the elders call the threshold delay. The Lightworker who has done everything right, cleared every obstruction, passed every test, and then stands at the edge of full service and waits. Not from fear this time, not from unworthiness, but from the deeply embedded belief that earned rest is the appropriate response to demonstrated effort. It is the deep-seated programming that says, I have climbed the mountain. Now I must rest at the summit before I descend to share its view. On Gaia, in this moment, in this particular window of her ascension timeline, that belief is causing damage, because the tests did not prepare you for rest. They prepared you for deployment. Every layer that was stripped away, every attachment that was dismantled, every frequency that was hardened and purified, none of it was designed to produce a more comfortable, more peaceful, more healed version of you that then gets to rest in that comfort. Imagine an athlete undergoing rigorous training. The purpose is not to make them comfortable, but to make them performance ready. Similarly, each purification, each dismantling of limitation was intended to sharpen your divine instrument. It was designed to produce a more effective, more precise, more unobstructed instrument of service. The clearing was in service of the mission. The mission does not wait for you to enjoy the clearing. It is the very reason for the clearing. I want you to sit with that, because many of you who are watching this have passed significant tests recently. Not necessarily these 7 in the specific way they were issued to you, but your own versions of them. You have survived things that would have broken an earlier version of you. You have navigated storms that would have capsized a less resilient vessel. You have grown in ways that have cost you relationships, certainties, and identities you once clung to. And somewhere in that growth, a quiet voice began suggesting that what you have earned is ease, that the universe now owes you a gentle period of integration before it asks anything more, that you have given enough for now. It's the subtle whisper that says, "You've done so much. Surely now you deserve a season of quiet blossoming, a time to simply bask in the sunlight of your own achieved light." I will not shame you for feeling this. The elders understand the weight of what you have carried. They understand that the human vessel requires restoration. They are not asking you to ignore your body's needs or your nervous system's limits. That is not what this correction is. The human form is a sacred vehicle, and its well-being is paramount. This is not a call to martyrdom, but a call to intelligent alignment. What this correction is this. The rest you are seeking does not exist on the far side of more preparation. It exists in the movement itself. Lightworkers who wait for ease before beginning their mission discover something devastating. The waiting does not create ease. It creates a particular kind of spiritual exhaustion that is worse than the exhaustion of service. It is the weary stillness of potential unrealized, a heavier burden than the dynamic flow of purposeful action. Because service, when aligned with your true mission, generates energy. It is not depleting in the way that misaligned labor is. When you are doing what you came to Gaia to do, with the frequency you have earned through the tests you have passed, the doing itself becomes the restoration. The mission is not the thing you must survive in order to reach peace. The mission is where peace lives. It is a profound truth. The deepest healing, the most potent restoration, is found not in ceasing action, but in engaging in right action. This is what the Council needs you to hear. This is why this transmission was released. It is a vital recalibration, a cosmic nudge to ensure you are not inadvertently creating a bottleneck in the flow of divine unfolding. The High Council of Vega now issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. These are not suggestions. They are not gentle invitations. They are official guidance delivered to you because you have been deemed ready to receive them. You will know they are true not because they feel comfortable, but because something deep in your remembrance will recognize them as what has always been required. They resonate with the ancient song of your soul's purpose, a truth that echoes long before your human mind learned to question. The first directive: you must release the posture of the arriving. You have been carrying yourself as a being who is still making their way toward the mission, still approaching the threshold, still moving through the corridor toward the room where the work actually happens. This posture must end now. You are not arriving, you are arrived. The tests did not grant you a future readiness. They confirmed a present one. Think of a seed that has germinated and pushed through the soil. It is not arriving at being a plant. It is a plant, already engaged in the process of growth and light reception. And every day you continue to position yourself as a being in preparation, rather than a being in service. You delay not only your own mission, but the activation of every lightworker who is waiting for what only you carry. Release the posture, stand where you are, and begin from there, not from somewhere ahead of yourself. This is the profound shift from "I will do it when" to "I am doing it now." What shifts when you release this is a recalibration of your energetic center of gravity. You will notice that you stop scanning the horizon for the moment when things are finally right enough to begin. The endless horizon scanning, the perpetual search for the perfect conditions, ceases. You will stop auditing your readiness. The constant internal checklist of "Am I ready yet?" dissolves. You will stop measuring the distance between you now and the you who is fully operational. Because when you release the posture of the arriving, you discover that the fully operational version of yourself was never further away than the decision to act as though you had already arrived. That decision is what the first directive requires of you now. It is the quantum leap from potential to actuality, powered by the unwavering belief in your present capacity. To implement this, the elders offer a simple practice. Each morning, before you engage with any content, any conversation, any task, speak 4 words aloud. I am already here. Not as affirmation, not as intention, as declaration. As the statement of a fact that your human mind is still catching up to, but your soul recognized the moment it passed the last of the 7 tests. I am already here. Speak it until the posture changes. This is not mere positive thinking. It is the declaration of your inherent truth, the alignment of your conscious mind with your soul's knowing. The second directive, you must activate the transmission that you have been saving. Every Lightworker carries within them a body of knowing that they have been withholding, not always consciously, not always from fear, but from the persistent sense that it is not yet fully formed, not yet polished enough, not yet worthy of being delivered. You have insights that others need. You have understanding that was purchased at great personal cost and is therefore uniquely powerful. You have language for things that other awakening souls are currently experiencing without words, without framework, without context. Imagine carrying a precious medicine within you, potent and life-giving, but keeping it locked away in a velvet-lined box, afraid it might be imperfect. And you have been keeping that transmission inside you, refining it, qualifying it, waiting until it meets some internal standard of completeness before you allow it to exit into the world. This inner standard often becomes an impossible barrier. The Council is issuing this directive because the transmission does not become more powerful by remaining inside you. It becomes less so. Knowing that is not shared begins to calcify. Purpose that is not expressed begins to collapse inward. The tests you passed were not designed to give you more to hold privately. They were designed to give you more to offer publicly. Your voice, your writing, your presence, your conversation, your creative work. These are the vehicles through which your transmission reaches the beings who need it. And those beings are here now. They are present now. They are in the middle of experiences that your transmission could illuminate, could stabilize, could redirect toward alignment. Your unique perspective is the lighthouse beam for those lost at sea. What shifts when you activate this is that you move from the experience of carrying a weight to the experience of fulfilling a function. Lightworkers who withhold their transmission often describe a kind of low-level spiritual pressure, a sense of fullness that has nowhere to go, of knowing that has no outlet, of purpose that presses against the walls of their unexpressed life. When you begin to transmit, in whatever form, through whatever channel, that pressure transforms into momentum. The activation of your transmission is not a gift you give to others. It is the relief of finally becoming what you were designed to be. It is the joyful release of a bird finally taking flight. Begin this week, not when the platform is ready, not when the audience is large enough, not when the content is perfected. This week, allow one piece of your held knowing to exit, one post, one conversation, one recording, one act of bringing what is inside you into the world. The Council does not require mastery. The Council requires movement. It is the first ripple that creates the wave, the initial spark that ignites the fire. The third directive, you must protect the field that generates your mission. You have worked to build clarity, to cultivate frequency, to develop the inner conditions that make you an effective instrument of service. And there are forces, not all of them sinister, many of them simply unconscious, that will consume that field if you do not guard it actively. These forces include the demands of people who have not yet awakened and who cannot understand why your time and attention require different management than theirs. They include the energetic weight of media, content, and conversation that is calibrated to lower vibration and increase distraction. They include your own habitual patterns of self-interruption, the ways you have learned to fragment your own focus before anyone else has the chance to do it for you. It is the constant siphoning of your vital energy. The elders are specific about this directive because it is the one most often neglected by lightworkers who are beginning to move into active service. It is easy to release preparation and begin transmission when everything in your environment is supportive. The test of the activated lightworker is whether they can maintain their signal integrity in an environment that was not designed to support it. Gaia's current energetic field is turbulent. The noise is high. The pull toward distraction is constant and clever. And you, now that you are deployed, are a specific target for the frequency disruption that seeks to neutralize exactly the kind of light you carry. Your radiance becomes a beacon that attracts both benevolent forces and energetic static. What shifts when you protect this field is that you discover you have far more energy for your mission than you believed you did. Many lightworkers operate in a state of chronic frequency depletion, not because service is taking too much from them, but because the field through which they are trying to serve has been compromised by inputs they did not consciously choose. When you begin to manage your field with the same intentionality that you brought to passing the 7 tests, you will find that what felt like a limited resource becomes a renewable one. Your mission will begin to feed you as you feed it. Protection of the field is not selfishness. It is operational necessity. It is like a gardener protecting their prize-winning plants from harsh weather and invasive weeds. The implementation the elders offer is this: identify 3 inputs in your current daily life that are consistently lowering your frequency. Not the ones you are already aware of and working to release, the subtle ones, the ones you have been tolerating because eliminating them feels inconvenient or socially costly. Name them specifically, not to shame them, not to shame yourself for allowing them, but because the naming is the beginning of the protection. What you can name, you can guard against. The Council requires that you do this within 3 days of receiving this transmission. This is the first crucial step in reclaiming your energetic sovereignty. Now I speak not as voice, not as guide, but as elder authorized by the High Council of Vega to release what has been held in reserve for this specific moment of your journey. It is a sacred impartation, a direct download of truth for this precise evolutionary juncture. You have been waiting for someone to say it plainly, not in the language of possibility, not in the invitation of potential, not in the gentle encouragement of a teacher who sees what you might become. You have been waiting for someone to look at what you have already done, what you have already survived, what you have already become, and say, it is enough. You are enough. Not as consolation, not as kindness, but as fact. This is the divine affirmation, the cosmic stamp of approval that transcends all human metrics of achievement. I am saying it now. Lightworker, by the authority of the High Council of Vega, by the ancient covenant of the Lyran elders, by the record of every test you passed and every frequency you held and every moment you chose alignment when collapse would have been easier, your preparation phase is complete, not symbolically, not poetically. Operationally, the phase in which you gathered, learned, healed, tested, and refined is over. It did not end when you felt ready. It ended when the Council recognized that the mission could no longer wait, and that you were the being designated to fulfill it. The tapestry of your preparation has reached its final foundational threads, ready to be woven into the grand design. You are not too broken for what comes next. The cracks in you are not disqualifications. They are the places through which your particular light now exits most powerfully. Think of kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold, highlighting the breaks as a part of the object's history and beauty. The experiences that made you question whether you were truly a candidate for this work are precisely the experiences that qualified you for it. Because the lightworkers who can reach the beings in the most difficult places are not the ones who bypassed those places. They are the ones who traveled through them and returned carrying the frequency of someone who knows the way. Your scars are not blemishes. They are maps of your resilience. You have permission, full, unconditional, elder-authorized permission. Permission to stop explaining yourself to those who have not taken the journey. Your path is your own and requires no validation from those who walk a different road. Permission to lead without waiting for consensus. Your inner guidance is your compass, and it is true. Permission to be compensated for work that is genuinely sacred and genuinely needed. Your service has immense value, and to receive in exchange is a sacred exchange, not a worldly transaction. Permission to take up space, to be visible, to speak with authority, to act with the confidence of someone who has been tested and found worthy. This is your divine birthright, to occupy your sacred space fully. Permission to believe, without further evidence, that you are exactly who the elders said you were when they recognized your frequency and called this transmission to reach you. This is the deepest act of self-trust. You have been seen, not as you wish you were, not as you will be when you have done more work, as you are today, in this moment, with every imperfection and every scar and every still developing capacity. The elders see all of it, and their verdict is this: ready, needed, called, commissioned. This is not judgment, it is a loving and accurate assessment of your divine blueprint. What you do with this moment will be the measure not of your worth was never in question, but of your commitment to the mission you accepted before you arrived on Gaia, before you had a name, before you had a body, before you had a story. In a moment of full knowing, with no veil between your consciousness and the full weight of what you were choosing, you said yes to this. You agreed to all of it. And the tests of this past month were the final confirmation that the you who arrived on Gaia still carries the yes of the one who chose to come. This is the ancient pact, the soul's eternal vow. Honor that yes now, not tomorrow, not after one more preparation. Now, the time for deferral has passed. The moment for embodiment is here. Before you sleep tonight, stand with both feet flat on the ground. Place your right hand over your solar plexus. Close your eyes and speak these words aloud, slowly, with the full weight of what has been transmitted. I release the posture of the arriving. I am already where I am needed. I activate my transmission and offer what I have been holding. I protect my field as the sacred instrument it is. By the authority of the High Council of Vega, by the Lyran covenant that runs through my soul's oldest memory, my preparation ends here. My mission begins now. This is not just an incantation. It is the ceremonial ignition of your mission. Speak it once, then stand in the silence that follows and feel what the elders have always felt when they looked at you, which is not hope, because hope implies uncertainty, but certainty. The kind of certainty that only comes from watching a being move through 7 tests and emerge with their frequency not just intact, but elevated. It is the quiet knowing of a gardener who sees the seed sprout and knows, with absolute assurance, that it will grow into the magnificent plant it is destined to be. This transmission was not scheduled, it was summoned by your readiness. And now that it has been received, the Council's eyes move forward, not away from you, but with you, watching as the Lightworker who passed all 7 tests in the same month takes the first steps of active, authorized, unapologetic service on the Gaia they came to illuminate. I am Zoran. The session is closed. The mission is open. And you, exactly you, are precisely what Gaia has been waiting for. Before you scroll, declare your activation in the field that is forming here. Drop one statement in the comments, which of the 3 directives struck the deepest, or what you are now ready to release, activate, or protect. Then find another Lightworker who has spoken their commitment and recognize them. This is not comment engagement. This is collective mission activation. The Council witnesses those who speak their truth aloud in the presence of others who are ready to hear it. If this transmission reached something real in you, do not carry it alone. Another Lightworker in your life is at this exact threshold right now, passed their tests, completed their preparation, and waiting without knowing they have permission to move. Share this. Be the transmission that reaches them. And if you know in the quiet of your honest soul that you are supposed to stay close to this frequency, subscribe. The Council will speak again, and the next transmission will go deeper still. You are not just watching. You are being commissioned, and your mission has officially begun.